Hey everybody, it's Campfire Trish, and it's a rainy, yucky day. The kitty cats are voicing their displeasure. We are on the East Coast, and so we are, dealing with the remnants of Ian. Thankful that so far things have been going okay, except for just the rain and yuck. But because it's rainy and yucky, I still got to feed people, and I still have to make a video for you all. So I'm bringing today's recipe into the kitchen, as I sometimes have to do. This recipe is very easy to do. Hello, little birdie. I hear you. I got a little chickadee fussing at me on my bird feeder. Oh, he ran away. But it's easy to do in the Dutch oven, over a campfire as well. So it's very versatile, easy to do. It is, it's October, so it's definitely a fall recipe. It's an Oktoberfest recipe. So it's a little fun, and it's stew, and so it's chilly. It is yucky, it's stew type of weather. So let's get to it. All right, so I've already sliced thinly some onion, some beef smoked sausage, and about a quarter of a cabbage. Sam's not a big fan of cabbage, and so I didn't do too much. And I'm heating, it was kind of hard to see on my black stove, but I'm heating my 12-inch cast iron Dutch oven up. It's got about a tablespoon of olive oil. And the first thing off, I'll be caramelizing those, the sausage, followed by the onions, and then with the cabbage. I'm also going to be chopping up 2 rustic potatoes. Sam had to run to the store because we didn't have any. I didn't realize. So we'll be, that'll be another vegetable we'll be adding to the mix. So let's get cooking. Alright, so just added the smoked sausage to my pan. It is hot. And I keep on having to turn it down a little bit because it is toasty. Don't want to get oil on my recording device for sure. And just as a reminder, if you are cooking with cast iron, make sure you remember to turn it down once you get it hot. Cast iron will retain that heat for a while. It will retain the heat very well. So you don't want to burn your food cooking at a higher temperature, so it's fine to start it a little bit higher, but then just make sure you turn it down so that way you don't burn your food by accident. So this is starting to caramelize nicely. You can kind of see it starting to get brown, which is exactly how I want it. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to add those onions so they can get nice and brown too. Alright, just added my onions, and I'm just going to kind of break them apart so they cook up nicely. If you want to chop these up a little bit finer, you can. It's really up to you and your preference. But all the sausage and the onions are going to play nicely together, and I want those onions to get nice and caramelized as well, with that deep golden color. That's so yummy. Alright, just going to keep an eye on these, stir them as I need until they reach the color I want. Alright, so those onions are nice and soft, and they're definitely starting to caramelize. I'm going to go ahead and add my cabbage to the pot. And again, if you don't like cabbage, you don't have to add it. up to your preference. But I'm just gonna have this cook so it gets wilted. And then we'll be going to the next step. It looks pretty, the colors are great. All right, so that cabbage is nice and wilted and softened. Now I'm gonna just season it up with some pepper. I can use pepper right now because one of our children aren't here. And here's some garlic. Now if you have like fresh garlic, use that. I didn't, and I forgot to ask Sam to pick it up when he was at the store. This is just a little salt to taste. But yeah, if you want to use fresh garlic, go for it. It's totally fine. Just gonna season it. It smells so good. All right. So next thing I'm gonna add is a cup of, I've got hard cider, but if you have a like Oktoberfest beer, that would work great for it. I didn't have any. All I have is cider. We don't drink a lot of beer, so I didn't want to go buy a big, 6-pack of beer for something that we may not drink. And now I'm going to just add the beer. And I'm just going to give this a stir. And what I want to do is I'm going to let this cook for a couple of minutes just so it reduces some. And so that way the seasonings that I added too with the sweetness of the beer should balance it out nicely. But I'm going to just let this kind of cook, return to a boil and cook down for a little bit. All right, so that has reduced by about half. I'm going to add about 2 cups. I'll probably actually add this whole box of chicken broth. I just warmed it up and I'm just microwaving it so that way it gets nice and toasty. But I'm adding that as I squirt more from the box. Actually, I'll just put the rest of this in the box as this one's heating. And I'm gonna add the cut potatoes to this now too. And that way the potatoes will start cooking and heating. And then once it comes to a full boil again, which is not going to take much time at all, I'm going to put my cast iron top on and then lower a skew. Like, I don't want to cover it completely. I want a little bit of steam to escape. And then I'm going to let it cook for about 40 minutes or so that the potatoes can get nice and soft and all the flavors can blend nicely together. But isn't this pretty? And it's, oh my gosh, I wish you all can smell it because it smells so good. So good. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna add the rest of the broth, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer with the top on for about 40 minutes. Well, top askew for about 40 minutes. Here's that good roiling boil, and now I'm gonna put the top on askew. And this is just a friendly reminder, don't forget when you're dealing with cast iron that it retains heat. So in a little bit, I'm going to need to use a pot iron to get this off because it's gonna be really hot. But yep, there we go. Now it's gonna just cook for a while. All right, so here it is in all its glory. Ooh, this thing is hot and heavy. Give it a try. Potatoes are nice and soft. It's good. Wow. That's good. The smoked sausage gives a nice flavor throughout the whole soup. The cabbage is a really nice taste. I do taste the apple cider vinegar. Kind of wish maybe I let that cook a little bit. I think Sam would have enjoyed it a little bit better, or will enjoy it a little bit better if it was cooked out a little bit. But all in all, it's spot on. I did add a little bit of salt to my bowl, but the flavors are good. The onions are yummy and caramelized. There you go. And the sausage is really tasty. I wish I had a hunk of bread to go with it. That would be really tasty. Like if I had a crusty bread with some butter on it and I can kind of dip it up. But this is good, y'all. It's definitely nice and warm. Perfect for a rainy day. What was your thoughts? Did you get to try it yet?
Good.
You liked it?
Yeah, it's good.
Wow, he liked it. But anyway, don't forget to be on the lookout for a special Halloween feature is going to be coming up at the end of the month. And it's going to start early, so be on the lookout. And otherwise, watch out for next Saturday's new video at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until then, I hope you guys have a great one. And until next time, bye!